Today we shall examine in greater detail the life of Abner, son of Ner, a significant figure in the history of Israel during the early period of its monarchy. As the greatest commander of King Saul's army, he played a crucial role in the power struggles that unfolded in the great kingdom of Israel those centuries ago. It was during the time of King Saul that the kingdom of Israel suffered a lot of invasions from all the nations around. A powerful army commander was therefore needed to fight off Israel's enemy and secure the future of Israel. It was at this critical time, at the height of battles of conquest, that a soldier rose up, one like no other, to fight for the kingdom of Israel and ensure its continued stability as a nation chosen by God. The great man behind the king of Israel, leading the mighty army to war, was one man, Abner. He played a pivotal role in Israel's kingship, loyal to the house of Saul and David. Even though he had a lot of power, he never for once coveted the throne, as seen when he installed the late King Saul's son as king over Israel. Abner was a cousin to King Saul, as his father Ner was Saul's uncle. This familial connection placed Abner in a position of influence within Saul's court. His loyalty to Saul was not just political, but also familial. As the commander of Saul's army, Abner was a skilled and experienced military leader. He led Saul's forces in several battles, including against the Philistines, a persistent enemy of Israel. After Saul's death in battle, Abner sought to maintain Saul's dynasty by supporting Saul's son Ishbosheth as king over Israel. Abner installed Ishbosheth as king in Mahanaim, across the Jordan River, establishing him as a rival to David, who had already been anointed king over Judah in Hebron. Later on, a power struggle ensued between David, who had become king of Judah, and Ishbosheth, Saul's son, leading to a civil war between the northern tribes under Ishbosheth and the southern tribes under David. Abner led the forces of Ishbosheth against David's army, which was led by Joab, David's commander. The Bible recounts a specific encounter at the Pool of Gibeon, where a fierce battle resulted in heavy casualties on both sides, including the death of Asahel, Joab's brother, at the hands of Abner. Abner's loyalty to Ishbosheth eventually wavered due to personal conflicts. The breaking point came when Ishbosheth accused Abner of taking one of Saul's concubines for himself, an action that symbolized a claim to royal power. Enraged by this accusation, Abner decided to switch sides and pledged his allegiance to David. Abner approached David with an offer to bring the northern tribes under his rule, essentially consolidating the kingdom under David. David welcomed the offer and agreed, allowing Abner to negotiate peace on his behalf. Despite his efforts to unite Israel under David, Abner's life ended abruptly. Joab, David's military commander, still harbored a grudge against Abner for killing his brother Asahel in the earlier battle. Under the pretense of a private meeting, Joab murdered Abner in Hebron, ostensibly to avenge Asahel, though his actions may also have been motivated by fear of Abner's rising influence. David was deeply grieved by Abner's death and publicly mourned him, declaring that Abner's death was unjust and that he had no part in it. David's lament for Abner solidified his stance as a leader seeking justice and reconciliation in Israel. Abner's role in Israel's history is significant for several reasons. As the commander of Saul's army, Abner played a critical role in the defense of Israel against its enemies and maintained Saul's military power. After Saul's death, Abner's influence extended beyond the battlefield into the political realm, as he was instrumental in determining the succession of the monarchy. Although he initially opposed David, Abner's eventual decision to support David was a turning point in the unification of the tribes of Israel under David's rule. His political acumen and military prowess made him a key figure in the early monarchy of Israel.